Half of 2025 is gone, and the best part, you still have 6 whole months to turn things around. Hi, I am Pranjal Chodia and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. If you love journaling, intentional living, productivity and building a life that feels like you, this channel is going to be a home for you. We are halfway through 2025 and if your life has gotten a little messy, overwhelmed or just off track, this video is going to be your reset button. And today I am going to share my 5-step mid-year reset strategy to help you reset, realign and replan half of the 2025. So you don't feel under pressure but you feel proud of yourself at the end of 2025. The very first step is to reset and realign. Think it this way. Half of the year is gone and you are not the same person as you were at the start of 2025. That's the good thing, right? But a lot has changed. Your goals, your plans, your intentions, everything is changed. But let's start simple. You need to ask yourself 4 questions. What were your January goals? Do you still resonate with those goals? What is that you need to let go of? Have your priorities after these 6 months shifted? Remember, it's okay to pause, update or completely change your goals. You're growing and growth means change, right? For instance, I'll give you my example. At the start of 2025, I chose to keep my focus only on Quartz, which is my gifting brand, and I wanted to expand it in the ways I can and not prioritize travel this year. I feel that choice really paid off because look, I designed the entire website of Quartz by myself, learned all the techniques that were needed. I introduced a new segment of workshops to my brand, and also I'm launching so many new products every single month. And honestly, one thing that really made change because of this goal is that I stopped comparing myself to the people who were always out and about. I gave myself permission to rebuild my entire brand and surround my energy all around it. So ask yourself these questions because making that one change made me feel really aligned with my intentions for the year. And this brings us to the second step of our mid-year reset, to check your progress. Remember, this step is about observing and not judging yourself at all. So be gentle about your observations about you. Think of it like you are reviewing your highlight stories or even your behind the scene footage. So the best way to do this and check your progress is to go through your journals if you log your entries of the day regularly, or you can even go through your photos to check what you were feeling, how happy you were, what made you sad that day, or what made you feel proud about yourself that day. And even your Instagram captions tells a lot about you. So make sure you check your progress and be gentle with yourself. In this step, you need to ask yourself 3 main questions. First, what made you feel consistent? What was slipping through the cracks? And what were the goals you were pushing away? For example, I was focusing so much on planning my workshops for first few months that I completely ignored talking about other products I have on my website. So once I identified this drawback of mine, without feeling ashamed of myself, I just took the responsibility of that, and now I am planning on talking more about my products, and I have been doing that for the past 15 days. So checking on your progress makes a lot of difference and it again realign you with your goals, which holds power, right? If you don't know how to check on your progress and how to understand or discover what works and what not works for you, here's one prompt that you can do. You can make a list where you can add 2 columns. First one in which you can write what works for you, and second what doesn't work out for you. And in this way you can just check on what really is that you are consistent with, what is something that you are not focusing on. If that's useful, you can keep it. If it's not useful, you can just keep it out of your mind and just be prepared about the goals you want to achieve. And the third step is to rebuild new strategies. Now that we know where we stand, what we want to achieve, what goals we have finalized, this is where the self-awareness meets strategies. And as a beginner, here's how you do it. Look at the base days you had in the past 6 months and what they have in common. What were the routines you were following? What were the distractions you were avoiding successfully? And were you well rested? and then compare that to the low energy days you had, what drained you out, what made you feel on low energies, and that, my friend, will give you a lot of insights about your life and where you are going wrong, and that will help you achieve your goals comparatively faster. For instance, I was waking up early around 6, I was working out, I was journaling, I was reading, I was getting my difficult tasks done for the day. But when the May hit, I felt completely burnt out. Not because the habits that I was following were wrong, but because I was not giving enough time for myself to rest. That's when I realized consistency is important, but consistency in taking breaks is equally important. So ask yourself, what habits make you feel more like yourself? What pisses you off, what throws you off track, and what systems you follow support your current version. And that brings us to the fourth step, which is the most underrated step, but the most important one, is to celebrate your wins, even the small ones. Let me tell you, when you celebrate your win, even the small ones, your brain log it as a win and it asks you to repeat it, because motivation fuels momentum. And by celebrating, I don't mean like you throw a party, gather your 5 to 10 friends. By celebration, I mean you can just journal about it, talk to your friend, you can just treat yourself and feeling proud of yourself, because the point here is to acknowledge the wins that you have. For example, I was planning on giving discount codes or coupon codes on my website for Cord's 1-year anniversary, but instead of that, I planned a very small and intimate event where I invited a few of my friends. It was only for one intention, and that was celebrating the brand that I created. It's been 1 year. Even if there's a lot more to achieve to this brand, I've done so much in this 1 year to make the brand where it is right now, to acknowledge the efforts that I have taken for this brand. And that one celebration opened doors for unlimited workshop collaborations. The new segment that I introduced to Cords was workshop, and it started like this. You don't know when your intentions are true, the universe senses it. Universe understands when you are appreciating the progress you have made, and it gives you a lot of opportunities that you haven't even thought of. So ask yourself what you are proud of, even if no one has noticed it yet. How can you honor yourself this week or this month? But one thing I did today was rewarding, even if it's waking up early, going to gym, eating healthy, taking shower, reading books, doing your 5 important tasks of the day that you thought were very difficult, but you did them anyway. All these calls for a reward and treating yourself. And this brings us to the very last step of our mid-year reset, and that is to plan with purpose and not pressure. Means you have to plan your entire month intentionally, practically, and goal oriented. I divide my life into categories. So work, in which I think about Cords and social media. The second category is about self-time. It involves journaling, reading, and hobbies that I want to pursue, but I don't give it time because I procrastinate a lot, or I am wasting my time doing something else or scrolling on my phone. Instead of that, I'll take out some hobby and I'll try to get new skill. Category is relationships, so I'll focus on my friends, families, my dog Kiwi. The fourth category is health. Make sure I take walks, exercise, eat healthy, and all that kind of stuff. And the fifth is admin and finances. Because I have my own business, I need to plan out and I need to check in on the budgets, on the savings that I have, on the finance aspect of my business, and how am I going to manage my expenses, all that kind of stuff. So I divide my life into these 5 categories and work on them time to time, part by part in this entire month. I allocate my days to all of these sections, and then I focus on them so that I am focusing on one thing without feeling the guilt of ignoring all the others. So that's how I categorize my life. All you can do is prioritize 3 tasks every month that are very important to you, and then leave the rest of your goals aside for next coming months and focus on these 3 things completely. You can block 1 hour to check in with yourself like we did in the first 4 steps. Remember, you don't need a perfect plan to change your life. You just need to pause, look where you are and what you want to be, and plan accordingly. Your goals are valid, your growth counts, and this year it's still yours to share, because you have got tools, you have got time, and most importantly, you have got you. So if this video resonates with you and you stuck around so far, please mention in the comments which one goal you are setting this month. Also drop in the suggestions if you have any that you want me to make videos on. Make sure you like, subscribe and share this video with someone who needs little mid-year motivation, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, this is just the beginning. Bye.